Here then, on the record, the man who must be the proudest father in the country, if not the world, Mr. Stephen Armstrong. When you look back, when was it that Neil first displayed an interest in flying and things of that nature?
He was interested from approximately 2 to 3 years old. He coaxed his mother to buy a little airplane in the 10-cent store, and there was an argument at that time between 10 and 20-cent plane, and of course he went out and won. His mother bought him a 20-cent plane. From that time on, he liked airplanes because he's always zooming around in the house and out of the house. And then he went into model airplane building.
Did you, in your own background at all, share an interest in flying?
No. One time we were headed, at least his mother thought we were headed for Sunday school, and they had a plane ride at cheaper in the morning, and in fact, he escalated during the day, and so we skipped Sunday school and took our first airplane ride in a Ford Trimotor. I was scared to death, and he enjoyed it.
When he was a young man, I remember now hearing stories again, going back to John Glenn, there were some of the old-timers in New Concord recalled him ripping through town at some great rates in some rather picturesque automobiles. I wonder if Neil ever went through that particular stage.
No, Neil didn't own a car of his own until after he returned from Korea. Of course, he had to use the family car, but he was not too much prone for cars. He was more interested in getting flying lessons, and as you possibly heard, he had his private license before he acquired his driver's license. So consequently, he was flying in the air before he was flying on the ground, which is opposite to most boys.
Was he much prone to find mischief?
No, very seldom that I can recall that Neil got into any mischief.
How would you describe Neil as far as the things that he believes in and the things that he thinks about living in general?
Well, I picture Neil as a very reserved person. He's a deep thinker. He likes books. He's made a statement many times that he wishes he had books all around him. He hopes to teach after he finishes this program on university level. I asked Mrs. Armstrong to describe that Apollo 11.
Well, it was so huge and such a giant, big thing. You just wonder how in the world it could ever get hoisted up into the air. It's just so big. It's marvelous. Just a work of art. You wonder how in the world it could do it.
What words would you have for all of us now as we kind of count down all together here?
I'll be counting down with you, with everybody else. And of course, you know how we are. We're just hoping and praying that everything will go well, and we're sure it will. We feel sure it will.
Mrs. Viola Armstrong, the mother of the man who appears destined to be first to walk on the moon, and her wish of mothers everywhere to their venturesome offspring, return safely.